It wasn't just a couple of rogue welders. It was the whole group.
We think it was just a few bad actors, and they were dismissed.
A huge welding job that went wrong at a PacificCorp power plant in Wyoming has created concerns about a similar job with the same actors at a Utah power plant. The problem involved an unknown number of workers for a California contractor who secretly used substandard welding procedures.
Utah's top boiler safety official says he hasn't ruled out a temporary shutdown at a power plant in Utah because of the same concern. John Hollenhorst joins us with the exclusive story.
Well, Deanie, PacificCorp says the guilty welders were quickly fired, and there's no safety issue in Wyoming or Utah. But union officials are upset that PacificCorp plans to use the same welding contractor on yet another power plant in Utah. At Wyoming's Jim Bridger power plant, one of the 4 giant boilers needed an overhaul. So PacificCorp contracted with California company PMSI, which put dozens of welders to work. One of them triggered an investigation by alleging widespread cheating.
There was some truth to the charge that some individual welders were taking shortcuts.
The Boilermakers Union is upset that a non-union company got the contract, so they set up this demonstration for us. They say PMSI welders should have used stainless steel welding rods, which require elaborate, time-consuming preparations. Instead, they secretly used carbon steel rods,
which is absolutely a no-no as far as national welding codes, anything.
Why?
It creates cracks over time.
PacificCorp investigated, and PMSI fired some welders. They won't say how many. The union claims it was between 10 and 16. PMSI also agreed to cut out more than 500 welds and re-weld the pipes at their own expense.
All indications are that it was not condoned by the contractor, that it was a few individuals making poor decisions.
I don't know if I can say that, but I'd say that's BS, because our inspector working for PMSI basically said this was a standard operating procedure.
The same welders allegedly did the same thing last spring when they refurbished the Hunter plant near Castle Dale. Utah's chief of boiler safety hopes to avoid a shutdown of the Hunter plant. He's asked PacificCorp for a plan by early next week.
A plan on how they're going to remedy this and fix this and bring it back to code.
Meanwhile, PacificCorp has angered the union by using PMSI again next month at the Huntington power plant.
It just shows me that they are rewarding deceitful behavior.
They do quality work, and they have stepped up when notified of this error. They have dismissed the offending welders, and they have agreed to make it right.
PacificCorp officials believe it's true that improper welding was done at the Hunter plant, but they can't test those welds without shutting down the boiler, a very expensive proposition. The next time it's shut down for other reasons, PMSI has agreed to replace all those welds for free. PacificCorp says that won't cost ratepayers anything.